I have a question. Have you ever been to one of those large movie theater screens, or like the IMAX theaters, or like big screen, wide screen, tall screen, square screen, circle screen? Probably the best movie theater experience was when I was watching that second Avatar movie. Like, that 3D effect looked completely real. It was kind of spooky how real it was, because everything was super sharp and had perfect depth and was also at a higher frame rate. So my second best like movie theater experience might have been at this theater that opened up recently. They had like four big theaters, and one of them was remodeled into this thing that's called a ScreenX theater. You can see it when you're like getting tickets on Fandango or something. It says like your movies will have extra content with them or something, and it's confusing because you don't know what that is. But the way this theater specifically is set up is you have the big theater, and then you have like 6 projectors on the side, and they are like shining at the walls. When I was there watching the second Dune movie, when the like company logo went up, it was super weird. I heard some like whoa, what, and like other stuff, because the logo would like stretch across the sides of the wall. It looked pretty cool, and then you could see it opening up to the sandy landscape. Like, I thought, it's cool. They can make the image bigger from the movie and stretch it on the sides of the wall. I wondered how they don't lose quality or like framing of the movie because they have to like fill up these walls. You might have seen it on the title. Obviously, you have. So the secret is, it's not actually stretching out the movie to fill the sides of the wall. It's actually expanding the movie to fill the sides of the wall. And I did not notice that until I like saw a character somewhere, and I was like, wait, why do they look kind of blurry? Are they moving? Are they blinking? This was halfway through. And then I noticed, wait, this isn't just weird visual effects of the movie. This is actually made for this theater, so you could see more of the movie on the sides of your view, which was actually like super surprising, because that would take so long. Even though not every scene has the wide, super wide screen, whatever, the parts that do work really well. All of it's done after the movie is made, I think. I'll show you some footage I took illegally. Do not do this. And I'm talking over this so no one can copyright claim it. No one is benefiting from this. I am not stealing. There's a lot of different strategies that are used here. There's like smoke simulations when there's like fire or something on screen. There's basic cutouts of people so they can go in and out of the frame. I think the thing I see the most is like using the puppet transform tool and like After Effects, which I assume is what they're using for this, but just like a really efficient workflow for that stuff, so it doesn't take so long. So like if someone's like wearing a cape or a long piece of clothing, they'll distort it when it goes out of frame and make sure it fits when it goes back into the main movie frame. But it's so weird that like there's a very specific job in visual effects just for this movie theater. You did see that was not Dune that I showed on the footage. This was actually Mad Max. So I guess since I'm talking about that, I should talk about the other weird theaters they have like in the same building. So one funny one is a playground theater. So like there's a playground for when kids cannot have a good enough attention span for one movie, and then they do like drawing or something. And there's also one with seats that are more like beds than seats. You're actually laying down and not sitting down. But one I also went to was the 4D movie thing. I really wanted to go to this because I'm always interested in motion simulator things, because it relates to immersive attractions and theme parks, which I am always learning more about. I watched this one with Wonka, which is not even 3D, so you're actually getting 4D minus 1D. You're getting a 3D experience, but you're not seeing it in 3D because that's math. So what they have on the list is all of this stuff. I did not notice all of it. So I don't know if it's from different movies they use it. I'm most interested in how the smells are supposed to work, because where are they getting those smells from, and how many smells are there? The motion simulators were pretty good. It was interesting. So it's like regular seats. It's not very comfortable because they're not laying back. I thought you would be, but you're sitting up. And the motion simulators do go like up and down and like tilt you different directions. For Wonka, they used during the music segments for like dancing, which was really funny. But sometimes someone would be floating up and then the seats would tilt back. And then it's kind of funny, whenever it snowed in a scene, the snow machines would turn on, but they were too loud. Yeah, they need to turn it down or something. It was kind of distracting, but really funny. They have some good wind effects like on the seats. It's not too distracting. You're just getting like gentle wind when you're moving around in the movie. The seats will like kick you a little bit if a character is like falling down. If they got punched or something, they're probably gonna feel getting punched very lightly in the back with the seats. What was super scary were the water effects. I did not expect like a complete compressed air blast of a ton of water. It was really, really funny. But then I was bracing myself whenever there's water on screen later. I guess that's everything I've done, but what I would want to do sometime is, like I was saying, how interesting the IMAX stuff was. I really want to see sometime the Sphere in Las Vegas, because everything I've seen about that seems like it looks really, really good. How else do I describe it? But I like the idea of like having a movie screen that's like way larger than it should be, and way higher resolution than it should be. They have a movie there that they show when they're not doing performances. It would also be cool to see one of the IMAX movies on film sometime, because those are also supposed to look great. But maybe it would be cooler just to go to the Sphere, because it's a Sphere. I did go to a dome theater more than once. That was interesting how it really fits to your vision. That doesn't make sense. Never mind. Do I even have anything else? I don't think I do. Oh, you know what? I forgot one, and that was I did watch the Barbie movie at a drive-in theater once. So that was nice, actually being outside and watching it. And they had really, really good snacks. That's everything. I just wanted to say that to share interesting things, but about movies this time, because I don't talk about movies. And I don't talk about movies because if I was a movie reviewer, I would just say, this movie is good, and I liked it. I would be lying because I would actually try to go into detail about why I liked it, but I would not have a single bad opinion. I mean, some are boring, actually, but I do not want to spoil anyone's experience. Like, I would rather be spoiled than have someone tell me a movie's bad. But that's it. Get away. I don't want to see you anymore.